Hello, everyone. You ready? I did? Oh. Well, in that case, I should probably say hi to everyone then, shouldn't I? They'll notice that we're starting late. That's the way we start. Genuine.
Real. This is Magic City.
Lots of stuff going on behind the scenes. Most of it good. None of it affects the highlight. That's the important thing. Called ministerial responsibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Jai-Alai H2H for June 21st, 2021. I normally have a long spiel that I read out. However, I am not going to do that today. We're going to cut straight to player introductions for singles H2H Group 2. Bueno, Bradley, Kubala, Anderluck, Ben will all be playing today. We hope you enjoy it. Andrew,
Stu,
tell us about the first two guys playing.
Yes, we will hear group number 2 coming back out. As you said, this is the third time they will be playing here, and we only have 4 of the 6 matches today. If you joined us for that performance yesterday, we said that we will not be playing the full slate again. Jedden will be, I believe we said he'll be back in the parimutuel performance here, but he will be out of his H2H matches here today. Want to get him rested up so he can be able to go out there and at least play those doubles games with his partner, Julian. So he is out for the 6 matches. You will see first Bueno versus Bradley, followed by Anderluck versus Ben, Kubala versus Bradley, and then we close it out with Bueno versus Ben. So those will be the 4 you see today. Kubala gets 1 win via forfeit. Anderluck gets another win by forfeit as well. Both of those players get that win because of Jedden forfeiting due to injury here this morning. And how that impacts the overall standings, well, do you see the stats on the stats page here for H2H are updated for sure with the singles. So those singles stats are all good through the first 4 matches of this group number 2. Ben at the top of this group, 4-0, yet to be defeated. Obviously the first time that this group number 2 came out there, all the matches were won by forfeit, so Ben got 2 of those wins, but he earned the other 2, knocking off Kubala and Bradley in straight sets. To give him 2 wins in games he actually played in, so 4-0 that overall record. You have Anderluck at 3-1, Kubala also at 3-1. You can actually tick that up to 4-1 because one of those wins will come by forfeit, so we'll add that. Jedden 2-2 overall, but you add 2 to the loss column, so he'll be 2-4. And then we have 2 guys here in this group that have yet to get in that win column, and you know one of them is going to get there here because they're facing off in that first match. That is Bradley and Bueno, both 0-4. But a lot of those games coming by forfeit. Yeah, this is the first time Bueno has actually competed in this group number 2. He lost in day 2. These guys came out here. Both of his matches were forfeited as well as they were in the first week. So Bueno first action here in H2H. See how he does.
And with 1 minute to go, reminder that in Jai-Alai H2H stands for head-to-head. So head-to-head matchups, 1-on-1. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. First player to win 2 sets will win the match. So a best of 2, just like tennis. I usually say that in the long, drawn-out intro that we have. It's not long and drawn.
No, not.
I mean,
not particularly.
I helped to write it, so you know, I don't think it's particularly boring, but those of you who follow H2H know the format. We're pleased that you're following it. We're pleased that you're enjoying it.
I like my favorite line is the combining 2 unlikely terms, Jai-Alai and breakfast. Yes.
I hear there's a change coming to that.
Ooh, you heard.
I heard that will be changing in July.
And who told you that?
I can't say.
Can't say. Would have to kill me if he did. Well, let's get into some Jai-Alai before that has to happen here. Quadruple zeros on the clock. It means we are ready for match number 1 of 4 here today on this morning of Jai-Alai H2H.
Scoop by Bueno. Powerful backhand. Rebote, that's the rebound from the left side, played by Bragley. The carom, the 2-wall from the forehand of Bueno, lands out. First point of the match goes to Bragley in the white shirt. Once again, first player to reach 6 points will win the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Well, you see the key early on is Bueno, will he be able to land those 2 walls? That first one sailed a little bit wide. See if he can get it back here, land those in.
Bueno comes out to make a fine catch. He kept that on the left side, often preferring the right side. He was ready for this 2-wall from Bragley. Hard throw by Bueno. Bote to the inside. Bueno gets there. Nice backhand from the 10 line. Rebote left side. Bueno. Carom. Bragley unable to stop it. We're tied up at 1 apiece. So we're all tied up, 1-1. Bueno has the serve. Another feature of Jai-Alai H2H, 2 serves. Serve must land between the 4 and 7 line in singles. Low and hard to the inside. That's a good catch by Bueno. Here's Bragley. Backhand. Powerful backhand. This Rebote coming all the way out. It's going to go over Bueno's head and score. 0.4, Bragley. So Bragley with some power. Looked like Bueno was going to follow that all the way out, and it went a little further than he expected.
That just shows you the power that Bragley has. I mean, it didn't even look like he threw it that hard, and Bueno kind of thought the same thing, but he saw it flying over his head, couldn't even get assessed on it to try to get it up to the front wall. 2-1 advantage here for Bragley early on. Good serve.
Excellent serve by Bragley, crossing the side wall in and out of the cesta. Particularly difficult to catch that ball when it's coming off of the sidewall. Every time the ball touches a surface, so it's obviously going to touch the floor on the serve, which it needs to. When it comes out of the service box and crosses that sidewall, changes the spin just slightly. 3-1, favor Bragley. Catch by Bueno. Backhand. Rebote forehand by Bragley. Rebote coming way out again. Bueno's on this one. Throws the 2-all with a soft touch to score. That'll get Bueno 2 points. He has the serve. Bueno's serving with 2 points. Bragley has 3. Scoop attempt missed on the left side of Bueno. 0.4 Bragley. Bragley has 4 points. Bueno has 2. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Good catch by Bueno. Here's the backhand to the inside. Rebote forehand by Bragley. Rebote forehand by Bragley is off the court. That Rebote comes off the back wall. Has to come in and be released from the cesta in one fluid motion. Also has to land in bounds. Bueno has 3. Bragley has 4. Good pickup by Bueno. Backhand. Backhand by Bueno. Costado 2-wall. Opens up and scores. That's a kill shot thrown from the left side. So the Costado is a throw. It's on the left side of the body. One of 2 throws on the left side. Used to throw the Rebote, also used to throw that kill shot. You can throw it soft to the inside, high to the front wall, or you can carom it off of that side wall there. That's what Bueno did. Tied up at 4 apiece. Outside placement. Bueno hangs in there, throws the rebote. Try to make a 2-all out of it. It lands wide. Point for Bragley. Bragley has 5 points. Possible set point for Bragley. Catch by Bueno. Backhand. Powerful backhand. Rebote left side is a 2-all. It lands wide. That gives Bueno 5 points. This is set point. Game cannot be played. Sorry, the set cannot be played beyond 6 points. Bueno has 5. Bragley has 5. Powerful forehand by Bragley. Catch by Bueno. Bueno to the inside. Tricky rebote. Missed. Point, and the first set goes to Bueno in the black shirt. Players will get a minute to regroup, and then we'll bring them out for their second set. So, Bueno wins the first set 6-5. Bragley really needed to go for that ball as it was coming towards him. Try to make a play off the rebote. That was it was a difficult catch coming in, but it was a more difficult rebote to try to make. That's a judgment call that's got to be made by, the player when he's trying to.
And not that much time to make that call, and one that we certainly would probably like to have back. 6-5 though for Bueno, and give him credit. First kill shot sailed just a bit wide, and then I think he threw, was it 3 or 4 more the rest of the game, all of them that scored. So Bueno, historically has been just a bit off, maybe throws it in the pad, throwing it wide, but today he looked pretty sharp with those kill shots, got him the win there in set number 1. We'll see how he does coming out here in set number 2 in just about a couple of seconds. And of course, as we always do here in Jai-Alai H2H, the loser of the previous set will serve to begin the next one. That will be Bragley in the white shirt, down 1 set to Bueno.
Backhand by Bueno. Rebote forehand, low to the front wall. Bueno slips in, makes the catch at the 8 line. There's the backhand. Rebote. Bueno, rebote from the left side. Bragley, low and hard. Bueno went for the scoop on the forehand, went right past him. Tried to get his timing right on that, just didn't work. So Bragley will get the first point of the second set. Bueno won the first set 6-5. We're now in the second set. Bragley leads. Backhand by Bueno, hard to the inside. Catch by Bueno. Forehand by Bragley. Rebote left side by Bueno. He got out of the way so he didn't get hit with the ball. Bragley goes back to the inside. Bueno was a little slow getting up from that fall down rebote. So, Bragley gets the point. He leads 2-0 here in the second set. First player to win the 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Ball lands out of play. Point for Bragley. (3-0) in favor of Bragley there in the white shirt. Bueno receives. Hard serve coming into the box and scoring. So that came into the box. across the sidewall right there in front of the 7 line, nice and hard. It's 4 straight points for Bragley. Backhand by Bueno. Rebote forehand missed. That'll put Bueno on the board with a point. So, no risk of a shutout here in the second set. Bueno gets a point and the serve. He has 1 point. Bragley has 4. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Yeah, Bueno hasn't really been able to get in any sort of a rhythm here. Hasn't really been able to get the points started. So now he's got the serve. See if he can change that momentum here in set 2.
Backhand by Bragley. Catch by Bueno. Carom by Bueno opens up and scores.
Once again, the kill shot.
That's 2 points for Bueno, and he has the serve. Bueno's able to crawl back here from now being just 2 points down. Be able to finish off in 2 sets. Bragley, of course, has a vested interest in making sure that doesn't happen. However, moving with that ball, trying to scoop it, setting up particularly difficult catches for himself. That's been the problem with Bragley so far, is the mistakes that he's made has been in not going for the ball as it's coming.
Positioning has been...
Exactly. Positioning's been off. He can make some spectacular scoops and some spectacular saves, but you don't want to depend on those.
Well, he saves a lot with his athletic ability and his size, but now that's 3 straight for Bueno, reeling a bit, see if he can get it back. And
long carom will score.
That'll help.
Why do we call it a long carom? Because the court is 120 feet long, and he threw it from way back here. So it's a carom. It's a kill shot thrown from the forehand. Lands in and scores. Tough to throw, tougher to catch. Possible set point for Bragley in the white shirt. Ball came off the sidewall hot and scored. So Bragley wins the second set 5-3. Bueno won the first one 6-5. Bragley wins the second one 6-3. That means we will go to a third and decisive set. Players will get a minute to regroup, and we'll bring them back out here and play our third set. So Bueno going with fewer shots there in that second set. Bragley still having a little bit of difficulty as far as making a decision whether or not he's going to move forward and take the ball in the air. He prefers to take it on the bounce usually. He doesn't make a lot of catches in the air. That's a preference issue. Obviously, it's more difficult, as we mentioned earlier, every time the ball touches a second surface. So after you serve and it comes off of the floor, has one spin associated with it. If it touches the sidewall or the back wall, spin changes again. So you always want to try to catch that ball on the fly if you can. Setting up more difficult catches if you're not doing that.
Yeah, that maybe cost him a couple in that first set. We maybe would even have to go to a third one here, but nonetheless, Bueno was able to close it out, take advantage, and Bragley responded in set number 2. So we'll see how this third one goes. 2 guys here, as we said, yet to get in that win column here for Jai-Alai H2H, and most of those coming by forfeit, all of them for Bueno, half of them for Bragley. So doesn't speak to how they've actually been playing here. We'll see which one will get that win ultimately here in this third set. And Bueno will serve, lost the previous set here. And we'll get number 3 started.
Serve by Bueno. First serve is good. We're playing. Hard throw by Bragley. Scoop attempt missed by Bueno on the forehand. Bragley gets the first point of this third and decisive set. Bueno keeping it on the left side. Nice hard left side on the backhand there. Rote save made by Bragley. Carom. Bragley reads it, stops it. So on the follow-through, his cesta hit the screen. Now, that would not be a foul, if anyone's curious. I mean, we don't see that happen very often. So had that ball come out of the cesta and made it up to the front wall,
I was going to ask. That would have been good, right?
That would have counted, as long as the ball didn't touch the screen. So that's the first time I think we've seen that, at least this year. So
Definitely.
it doesn't happen very often. But if anyone's curious. In and out of the cesta the ball goes. There's another point for Bueno in the black shirt. So it's 2-1 in favor of Bueno. We are in our third and decisive set in our first H2H match of the day. Backhand by Bragley. Catch by Bueno. Bueno goes deep. Rebote forehand by Bragley. Bueno makes the catch in the air. Catch by Bragley. Powerful backhand by Bragley. Bueno in better positioning for this rebote. Just lays it up, keeps it in play. Bragley with a drop. Point for Bueno in the black shirt. He now has 3 points. First player to win 6 points in this third and decisive set will win the match. Forehand by Bragley. Scoop by Bueno. Hard throw by Bueno. Rebote left side by Bragley. Catch by Bueno. Bragley, one-handed grab. Backhand clips the side wall. Bueno stops it in the air. Returns a carom that will score. That
really
carom
well
was
done.
Beautifully thrown. That will get Bueno to 4 points. Bragley receives with 1.
You know, a few years ago, you saw a lot of guys go to cross the sidewall when they would get it on the outside. Now they see the guy on the inside throw that carom. That's exactly what Bueno did, and had a nice 4-1 advantage here in set 3.
Long carom again by Bragley.
Right
Bueno
back
got
at
a cesta on it. So he was able to get to it, was not able to bring it in. Maybe waited just a second too long to go for that, but Jai-Alai a game of inches. And just because he's lining up like that, you don't know necessarily that that's when he's going to, you don't know that he's going to throw that long carom.
And you have to respect his power too, but he can beat you to the outside there. Got him. And back in this match now, just down 2.
Backhand by Bueno. Rebote forehand missed by Bragley. Point for Bueno there in the black shirt. That takes him 5 points. Possible set, possible match. Point for Bueno in the black shirt. And Bragley dropping the goggles. I don't know necessarily what that means, but anything that'll help, right?
He's done it a couple times. Maybe they get a little fogged up at this point in the match as he...
Outside serve by
almost
Bueno.
got him.
I'm glad he tried that. That was bold. Bueno comes out. Missed the rebote. So, Bueno trying something new, trying to catch Bragley off his game by serving it out there, forcing Bragley to the outside. Did not work. It is still possible set, possible match point for Bueno in the black shirt.
Well, I was going to say, Stu, I don't know if anybody else reaches that ball that's not Bradley. I mean, that was full stretch, got it out. And
helps to have 3 foot long arms, doesn't it?
Keeps him in this match, though. That certainly will do it. 5-3 now. Just a couple more. He could tie it up and force a decisive point.
Jai-Alai H2H affords players 2 serve. That first serve is an overserve. Second serve must be good, landing between the 4 and 7 line. Good serve by Bragley. Stays to the inside coming out of the box. Bueno, one of a couple players that really hangs out back here on the back wall when he's receiving or close to the back wall. We have Douglas that does it, Ikeda that does it, Bueno that does it. I know it because when I announce regularly, I how many times have you seen me look to see who's receiving?
Just say, is it Ikeda? Is it Bueno? Is
Exactly.
it Douglas? Which one?
Which one is it? I'm not sure. The disadvantage of that is that if they don't serve it in hard, that's what happens. You got to move up and try to get the ball.
Bradley's gotten more than 1 point off of that today.
That's an over serve. Second serve must be good. It is still possible match point for Bueno receiving in the black shirt. Backhand by Bueno. Bote forehand by Bradley to the overhead screen. That is point, set, and match for Bueno in the black shirt. So Bueno won the first set 6-5. Bradley won the second set 6-3. Our third and decisive set won by Bueno 6-4, giving him the match. So overall, well played by each of these players. Sometimes we go 3 sets, sometimes we don't. That time we did. And with 2 minutes to go, our next pairing of singles players is on the court. Warming up, you see Ben there in the orange shirt, Anderluck in the pink shirt. That will be our next match. Anderluck versus Ben.
And we'll get to that here in just a moment. We're going to assign that forfeit victory for Kubala. And there we go, and we are ready now for second match of the day, actually scheduled to be the third match if you were looking at the schedule. Anderluck versus Ben. Now, Anderluck has only played one match in Jai-Alai H2H, so he said his record is 3-1. 3 of those wins coming by forfeit. The one match he actually played, he did not look very sharp against Kubala, lost 6-2, 6-2. And Anderluck, one of those guys that's been playing very well over the past couple weeks in these pari-mutuel games, and he's been a bit streaky at times, but when he is on, definitely one of the top guys in this group, number 2. We'll see how he comes out here against Ben, who is at the top of this second group. Ben has played 2 matches. He won 2 by forfeit. The 2 matches he played, 6-5, 6-4, 6-5, 6-5. He has not gone to a third set, but a lot of very close sets, and he was able to get that final point to put it over the top there for him. So 2 of those wins, all coming pretty close. We'll see how he does here against Anderluck. And a big match in the grand scheme of this Group 2, as we said, with Ben up there undefeated. Anderluck, with the win, would put himself into a tie for first place overall. See if he can do it.
Yeah, we got the judges coming out. We're ready to begin our second match of H2H for June 21st, 2021. Anderluck will have the serve. As always with Jai-Alai H2H, first player to reach 6 points will win the set. First player to win 2 sets will win the match. There's the serve. We're playing. Backhand by Ben, caught by Anderluck on the hop. Anderluck going for the first shot. That is a carom thrown hard by Anderluck. He throws it as well as anybody, but it needs to stay in bounds. That line on the floor. First judge looking at Anderluck saying, I thought we were friends. Trying to kill me first thing in the morning.
Good reactions this early, too.
Rebote left side by Ben. Catch by Anderluck. Ben hanging out right on the inside. I guess it didn't make a difference because Anderluck threw it back to him, but Ben couldn't handle it. So Ben lingering there between the 8 and the 9 line. If anyone can throw a carom, Anderluck can throw that carom. But we're tied up at 1 point apiece. Excellent first serve by Anderluck. Backhand by Ben. Rebote left side by Anderluck. Hit the rail just above the front wall. That's why it shot down like that. That is out of play. Ben gets the point. Ben leads 2-1. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Long carom, beautifully,
Wow.
I mean beautifully executed by Anderluck. So, if you're in the middle of the court, that carom isn't particularly difficult to throw if you know how to throw it. If you're standing right next to the surface that you have to throw it against to get it to open up like that, that's a tough shot.
You said to kind of throw it straight into the wall from where he
Absolutely.
was there. And
You don't graze it. You
Just
don't graze it off
perfect.
the sidewall. You throw it into the sidewall. Rebote forehand by Anderluck, catch by Ben. Ben saw Anderluck lingering to the inside. Ben went for an outside placement. Situational awareness, always need to know where the front wall is and where that boundary line is when you release. And if you see the guy starting to run, if he knows what you're doing, he can put a little pressure on you to try to get that shot in. That was out. Anderluck gets the point. He leads 3-2. First serve by Anderluck is good. Return from the forehand of Ben. Here's Anderluck. Backhand. Ben with a leap makes the catch there at the 10 line. Backhand by Anderluck. Rebote left side by Ben. Scoop by Anderluck, and he dropped it. Had the scoop. Need to maintain control of the ball. Can't bobble it around in your cesta. Has to come into the cesta and maintain contact with the surface of the cesta the entire time. Anderluck did not have control of that ball. Lost it. We're tied up at 3 apiece. Ben has the serve. Backhand by Anderluck. Anderluck makes the catch. Low and hard to the inside. Ben's there. That's Ben's sweet spot on the backhand. He's got one of the most powerful backhands on the roster. Has excellent control. And what he did right there, threw it to the back wall, low to the back wall, did not come out to Rebote. That Rebote is where it bounces off of the back wall and comes out. Has to be caught and thrown in one motion. Not really caught, but has to come into the cesta and be released right away. If it doesn't come out, hard to do. Good throw by Ben. Here's Anderluck from the 12 line. Peek up, big bounce. Look at that ball go up. See how it goes straight up and scores. Ben probably could have caught that. Got a little nervous about where the back wall was in relationship to where he was. But that pica, or short for picada, thrown from the forehand, high to the front wall, bounce it in front of your opponent, try to get it to bounce over his head, forcing the player to either come up and catch it on the bounce or in the air if you can. Anderluck throws it as good as anyone here. Excellent first serve by Anderluck. Ben's there. Anderluck with a tip ball there at the 9 line. That gives Ben 5 points, possible set point for Ben in the orange shirt. Anderluck over the top. Caught on the forehand of Ben. Ben to the inside. Scoop attempt by Anderluck. Anderluck really needs to be going forward and trying to catch these balls in the air. That is point, and the first set to Ben.
well, you kind of noted that those last couple catch attempts by Anderluck, kind of a wild stab at it. So, either go up and try to take it in the air or, let either of those balls come out to the rebote, maybe would have been able to get it on the back end, but went for both of them, tipped both of them, and it was a 6-4 victory for Ben. So he's proven that in these tight sets, he's able to pull it out here already. Hasn't played a set closer than, his closest set is 6-4. It just shows how tight these matches have been. So another 6-4 victory for Ben. Is yet to drop one here in group number 2. We'll see how Anderluck regroups coming out for set 2. I'd say the carom looked good, but, just maybe a little more thought on some of the positioning, maybe try to catch the ball in the air or let it go out to the rebote, because some of those stabs at it cost him a couple points there, 2 late ones. It's a 6-4 victory for Ben. So Anderluck will serve. He lost the previous set. We'll get set 2 started right now.
Anderluck serves. Our second set has begun. Once again, first player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. That scoop did work for Anderluck. And that is a chula. So, ball hits low on the back wall, or that crack just between the back wall and the floor. not coming out to the rebote. We've actually seen 2. That's a better one in this match so far. Well thrown by Anderluck. Powerful backhand by Ben. This rebote comes out to the 5 line. Turned on the forehand of Anderluck. Rebote comes back to the side wall where it scores. Point 4, Anderluck in the pink shirt. So Anderluck steps out in front with 2 points. Ben did win that first set, as you see up there on the board, 6-4. Anderluck leads the second set, 2-0. Backhand by Ben. Rebote forehand by Anderluck. He gets out of the way. Ben comes up with a clutch catch there at the last second. Good catch by Anderluck. Ben from the 8 line. Backhand. Powerful backhand. Rebote, the rebound from the back wall. Thrown by Anderluck. Catch by Anderluck. Carom by Anderluck. Lands in and scores. Carom, the kill shot thrown from the forehand. Beautifully thrown by Anderluck. Anderluck now has 3 points.
And he's looked really sharp to come out here in set number 2. Everything we talked about, I mean, those scoops are obviously working for him, but the Carom who went to it there, just perfect. 3-0 advantage. See if he can force a third here and close it out.
Backhand by Ben. Rebote forehand by Anderluck. Catch by Ben there at the 8 line. Ben goes high at the front wall looking at that big bounce. Anderluck cuts it off at the 9 line. Throws a Carom. Ben stops it. Forehand. Played right to the forehand of Anderluck. Not what Ben wanted, and that Carom, that sidearm Carom. Not what Anderluck wanted. That went sufficiently out of play. Point for Ben in the orange shirt. So Ben's on the board with 1 point. First serve is an overserve. Jai-Alai H2H affording players 2 serves. Second serve coming up for Ben. Must be good. A good serve lands from between the 4 and the 7 line. Backhand by Anderluck. Catch by Ben. Backhand by Ben. Rebote left side, missed by Anderluck. Point for Ben. Ben has 2 points. Anderluck has 3. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. Ben won the first set 6-4. He's behind in this second set with 2 points. Ben has the serve. Powerful forehand by Anderluck. Ben makes a good save. Here's Anderluck from the 5 line. Low and hard to the inside. Catch by Ben. Backhand by Ben. Rebote forehand by Anderluck. Ben makes the catch there at the 8 line. Outside placement by Ben. Will score. Well thrown by Ben. That gives him 3 points. We're tied up at 3 apiece. Second set played to 6 points. Ben's able to come back and win this set. We'll avoid a third set. If Anderluck's able to win it, we'll go to a third and decisive set. Pika, big bounce goes up. There it goes. Pika forehand by Anderluck scores. Thrown nicely. So Anderluck now goes up to 4 points, trying to get to 6 to close out the second set. Powerful first serve by Anderluck. Good catch by Ben. Ben over the top. Tricky catch by Anderluck, but he brings it in nicely. That's what he wasn't able to do in the first set. The second set hasn't been so much a problem. There we go again. Another nice scoop. They're pretty, but they're difficult. Ben missed the rebote. That fell short, so that gives Anderluck 5 points, possible set point. Anderluck wins this point. we will go to a third and decisive set. Possible set point for Anderluck, who's serving in the pink shirt. Does he break out that cannon of a serve, or?
Well, I think if there's a time to do it, you got a couple points in hand here. Try to close it out.
There it is. Overserve.
Wow.
Second serve coming up. Little confusion about two serves and whether or not it was an overserve. Ben thought that it was an ace. Backhand by Ben. Rebote forehand by Anderluck. This one caught by Ben. Ben sends that one out of play. So Anderluck wins the second set 6-3. Ben won the first set 6-4. There we were curious as to whether or not Anderluck was going to bring out the big serve. He brought out the big serve. It was an overserve. Ben thought that it was an ace. Ben was ready to go take his 1 minute rest. And
well, that bounce was ridiculous. I mean, it looked pretty close, and obviously a bit of an overserve on the call by Manuel. But I mean, where it bounced and where it went up to, I mean, that was right. I mean, pretty parallel to the top of panel number 2 there, which
it's all wrist.
Yeah, Bradley couldn't even get to that one. Bradley on stilts, maybe not able to get to it.
Anderluck is the Carballo has a hard serve as well, but Anderluck's the only one who can combine both Pika that we were talking about before and power. 2 P's, Pika power.
We like that.
I like
alliteration
because that is in singles. If you have that serve, you can do a lot of damage with that serve. That was a beautiful serve by Anderluck. It was over, but decidedly good effort. Ben thought it was so good. He was ready to.
He was ready to pack it in. Yeah. Well, we are ready now to begin our third set. Ben will serve here to Anderluck to get it going, see who will improve. Put one more in that win column, see if Ben can remain undefeated or if Anderluck can tie himself atop that leaderboard.
Anderluck from the forehand, hard throw to the inside, caught by Ben at the 11 line. Ben for the big bounce. Rebote forehand by Anderluck. Catch by Ben. Ben right up the middle. Anderluck makes the catch. Anderluck not going for the carom, sending it back hard to the inside. Ben makes the catch. Rebote save by Anderluck. Here's Ben at the 9 line. That gets away from Ben. Ben looking to get some big bounce out of that ball. High to the front wall. A little too high. That hit the overhead screen just in front of the front wall. That's out of play. So Anderluck gets the first point of the third and decisive set. And the serve. Hard first serve by Anderluck. That is a beautiful serve, but an even nicer catch by Ben. Anderluck's there. Backhand. Catch by Anderluck. There's the backhand. Rebote left side to the inside. Ball missed. Point for Ben. We're tied up at 1 apiece. Each of these players has won a set, so the first player to reach 6 points will win the match. Don't know if Anderluck is frustrated or tired. Maybe both. Backhand by Anderluck. Catch by Ben. Ben to the inside with the big bounce. Anderluck, fine catch there at the 10 line. Anderluck returns a Pika. Stopped by Ben, but not held on to. Point for Anderluck in the pink shirt. He leads 2-1. Again, both of these players have each won a set, so first player to 6 points wins the match. Powerful first serve by Anderluck. Nice backhand by Ben. Ben held onto it, didn't juggle it, sent it back. Ben, good eyes on that rebote. However, he throws it off the court. Tough to throw the rebote on the run. Three points for Anderluck in the pink shirt. Ben receives with 1. Beautiful first serve by Anderluck. Great catch by Ben. Catch by Anderluck. Midcourt. Powerful forehand. Rabote, forehand save, just missed by Ben. So Anderluck now has 4 points. 2 more. He'll be able to win this set and this match. Ben's no one you're going to count out anytime soon, though. Ever. No shortage of competitiveness on the Magic City roster.
Yeah. Now with the amount of work that he puts in.
Over serve, second serve coming up. Wow. Manuel was fleet of foot. Crashed into the
up the
sidewall.
wall.
It's like he took a lesson from Tennessee there.
Gives those out for free, in case you were wondering.
Excellent serve right to the corner, thrown by Anderluck. That's beautiful. Bote forehand, nice save by Anderluck. Ben's there at the 9 line. Back from the right side to the inside. Catch by Anderluck. Anderluck back to the inside. Catch by Ben, almost in and out of the cesta. Point for Anderluck. He has 5 points, possible set, possible match point for Anderluck, who's serving in the pink. Great catch by Ben off a really good serve by Anderluck. Rabote forehand to the inside. Will score. Point set and match for Anderluck in the pink shirt. Hard-fought match by both players.
Now, certainly a hard-fought match by both, but it is Anderluck. He's able to regroup, dropping that first set, but taking the next 2. Final score 4-6, 6-3, 6-1 in favor of Anderluck, taking the last 2 sets in that match. So that certainly shakes up things in the group number 2 standings. Top player in that group, first loss. Now we have a 3-way tie for first place. Anderluck, Ben, and Kubala all at 4-1 overall. Kubala got that win by forfeit against Jeden this morning to give him his 4th victory. So, coming up next now, third match we are playing here today, 4th one on the schedule. Going to be very interesting. Guys with contrasting styles for sure. That's going to be Kubala versus Bradley. What if we played the first?
And so, up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have Kubala and Braggley. Kubala will be wearing yellow. Braggley will be back in white. Braggley has played once today. He dropped that first match to Bueno. Kubala, nice and fresh. However, Braggley warmed up. There's always an advantage, some advantage, to being warm.
Very much. And I'm just interested to talk about the different styles of these 2 players. I mean, Kubala's a guy that doesn't have a ton of power, is just going to outcatch his opponent, willing to stand out there all day, whereas Bradley, you said, very athletic, a guy with a ton of power. So should be interesting to see how Kubala's handled that. Out of the 2, though, in the pari-mutuel games, Kubala's certainly been the sharper player. Gotten some opportunities in those early games and certainly taken advantage of those. Rattled off a lot of wins over these past 2 weeks. See if he can get one more here in H2H.
So, our next match is ready to begin. We have Kubala versus Braggley. Kubala serving in the yellow shirt, Braggley receiving in the white shirt. Forehand by Braggley. Catch by Kubala. Kubala from the forehand to the inside. Here's Bragley from the 11 line. Throw to the inside. Kubala's there. Backhand from the 10 line. For Kubala in the yellow shirt. And it's obviously not Anderluck and Ben. We finished that. So first point has been registered in favor of Kubala, and he has the serve. Forehand by Bragley. To the outside it goes. Kubala had his cest out, unable to make the catch. Bragley gets the point. We're tied up at 1 apiece. Backhand by Kubala. One-handed grab. Missed by Bragley. Point for Kubala in the yellow shirt. Kubala has the serve. Powerful forehand to the outside by Bragley. Kubala hangs in there, makes the save, soft touch, and it scores. Those catches usually work for Bragley. That's all part of his form and style. Not traditional highlight form or style by any stretch of the imagination, but he's usually able to bring those in. Wasn't able to stop that ball, dropped it. 3-1 in favor of Kubala, who serves. Rebote left side by Kubala. Bragley makes the catch. Powerful throw by Bragley. A little too powerful. He's got all the power in the world. But you need to put that power with control. That hit the overhead screen. That's out of play. Point for Kubala, who now has 4 points. Soft serve, not coming out of the box by much, and scoring. Bragley had to move up on it and missed the catch. That gives Kubala 5 points. Possible set point for Kubala in the yellow shirt. First serve is an overserve for Kubala. Second serve coming up. Bragley from the forehand. Kubala, left side, he makes the save. Bragley from the 5 line. Powerful forehand, Rebote coming out. Bragley makes the catch. Low and hard, caught by Kubala. Backhand by Kubala. Rebote forehand is low. Point and set for Kubala in the yellow shirt. So Kubala win the first set. 6-1. Players will take a minute, regroup, bring them back out to play our second set. So, folks who've watched the first 2 sets and then watched that set said, well, wait a second. No one blasted the ball. There weren't these attempts at pikas for the big bounce or those pretty 2-walls or the attempted ace serves. You're right. Players have different styles. Yeah. Entirely different styles of play, even if they are of similar skill set. Kubala is someone who's going to try to outcatch his opponent. Doesn't bring a lot of shots to the game. It's just not the way that he plays, but he subscribes to the theory that you catch one more than your opponent. That's exactly what he did there, and it worked out. Bragley with a few unforced errors, missing the front wall on Rebote, and had that one, at least that one catch that didn't go his way, but overall competent play by both players. Yeah, and it's certainly a tough matchup, for Bragley when you're not 100% on your catching. He's been just a little bit off this morning. Kubala knows that. He's willing to slow the pace down and
just forces his opponent to make the mistake. Happened 6 times there in that first set. Got him those 6 points. We'll come out here for set number 2 and see if Bradley's able to get it back or if Kubala will win another in straight sets and improve to 5-1, putting himself in a solo lead atop this group number 2.
So we'll begin our second set. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Kubala won the first set 6-1. Second set has begun. Backhand by Kubala. Catch. Someone talked about that online. Said, why does Stu say catch before they've actually caught the ball? Force a habit, actually.
Because they usually make that catch.
I'm an optimist.
Yes.
I think he's going to catch it. We don't want to do retrospective announcing. Just have everything in the past tense. Good catch by Bradley, way up high. Keeps good control of that forehand. Here's the catch by Kubala. Kubala back to the inside, trying to put it on Bradley's left, his unfavored side. Backhand by Kubala, nicely played, out to the rebote. Rebote forehand, back to the inside. Kubala's there. Nice catch, nice backhand.
Well, that's creative.
Not entirely pretty, but it counts. The 2-all, not entirely pretty, but it's not going to work. And Bradley comes up and puts it away. Throw the ball where your opponent is not. So, didn't seem like that ball was going to make it to the front wall, did it? The one thrown by Bradley, but sure enough,
just clipped. Great effort.
Never want to leave that in the hands of the highlight gods, because it'll. If you're going to say, that's not going to land in, it'll land in.
So just hit above the pad.
Move to it or go for it every time. Backhand by Kubala, catch by Bradley. Rebote left side by Bradley. Kubala comes up, makes the catch. 2-all, lands out. Point for Bradley in the white shirt. Bradley leads 2-1. He has the serve. Underserve. Jai-Alai H2H affording players 2 serve. Second serve coming up for Bradley. Serve must land between the 4 and 7 line. That serve will score for Bradley. Bradley did a good job of having that ball come out of the box, cross that side wall there behind the 13 line, right about the 13 line, setting up a particularly difficult catch off the serve for Kubala. Bradley leads 3-1. Backhand by Kubala. Rebote by Bradley. Kubala, tricky catch. Took a funny step there. Looked like he hurt himself for a second, but I guess he didn't. Kubala, rebote save. It's a 2-all for a big bounce. Bradley follows it to the outside. Pulled his cesta back and dropped it. So, how you stop the ball when you're trying to catch it there on the right side is that there's a slight give of the wrist. Basically, trying to think if you were stopping a ball or trying to catch something on a 2x4. You'd give to try to slow it down. Trying to catch a raw egg.
Like I was going to say that, exactly. Like the egg toss. Yeah.
Exactly, the egg toss. You want to cushion that. And what Bradley did there was he brought his whole arm back to try to cushion it and wound up pulling away. Happens. Backhand by Kubala. Rotate forehand by Bradley. Kubala makes the catch there at the 10 line. Throw right up the middle. Catch by Bradley. Kubala to the inside. Big bounce goes up, brought down by Bragley. Hard throw by Bragley. Not overthrown, though. Kubala going for a twisty rebote save. I don't know that that's an actual thing, but that's what it looked like. Instead of using follow-through and momentum, swinging your arms from one extended point to the other, with of course the cest at the end of it, he just tried to twist that up to the front wall, and no juice behind it, so it fell short. Backhand by Kubala. Catch by. I was about to say catch by Kubala, but Kubala did not make the catch. So that point goes to Bragley. Possible set point for Bragley. He leads 5-2. Bragley wins this. We'll go to a third and decisive set. Catch by Kubala. There's the backhand. Rebote left side by Bragley. Catch by Kubala. Carom by Kubala lands out. That was a shot to throw. Bragley was hanging out here. Center court towards the inside. Deep in the backcourt. Kubala went for the 2-all. Got to land in, though. It didn't. So Kubala wins the first set 6-1. Bragley wins the second set 6-2. That will take us to a third and decisive set.
And Bradley certainly able to rebound there, and a guy like Kubala, we said, catches everything. Made it a little tougher for him, did Bradley, in set number 2, crossing that side wall, not giving him those easier looks. Dropped a few, and it got him a 6-2 victory.
We have about a minute left to go before we begin our third and decisive set. Both players on the court. And then they left.
And just like that, they're gone.
Poof. Like magic, like I like to say.
Well, Kubala, that was the first set he has dropped in H2H. Sorry. Totally ignore that stat, Stu. Completely wrong. My bad.
So you're just making it up as you go, basically.
That was a total miss. No, he lost one match in straight sets. That was to Ben, but I was looking at that other match and I didn't see Kubala's name up there. That's a misinformation. We don't want to spread that, so we apologize. But the last time he played, he won 6-2, 6-2, so a 6-2 defeat. Certainly the biggest to begin his H2H. 6-4 was the biggest margin of victory there. 6-4, 6-5. He lost to Ben in straight sets, so no one's been able to knock Kubala around quite like Bradley did in set 2, so we'll see how he's able to rebound here coming out for this third one. He will serve, which should give him a little confidence to start it off. See how this match goes. Bradley and Kubala headed to set number 3.
Kubala serves. Our third set's underway. Here's the catch by Bragley. Low and hard to the inside. Kubala comes cross court, makes the catch. Ball tipped by Bragley up high there at the 9 line. Kubala gets the first point of this third and decisive set. Serve comes in low, but Bragley handles it. Powerful forehand goes ball to wall. Rebote left side, 2-all. Well executed. Bragley gets to it with that great foot speed. Tremendous power on the return. The 3-wall play scores. Well thrown by Bragley. Point for Bragley there in the white shirt. He advances 2-1. Oh, 1-1. Sorry. See? Even I'm giving out misinformation.
No.
You got the point up there so quick.
I don't blame you. No, it's been all me today.
No, that was definitely my fault. Tied up at 1 apiece. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. Hard first serve by Bragley. Here's the backhand by Kubala. Rebote forehand by Bragley. So, in case you're curious about the call, as we were, ball did touch the cage, so it did hit the floor in bounds. So it's Bragley's point. Kubala was ready to play that rebote, but you can't play it if it has any contact with anything other than the glass and the floor. And, of course, the side ball, but who's counting? Here's the backhand by Kubala. It goes deep. Beautiful backhand by Kubala. Bragley, hard rebote, caught by Kubala. Outside placement by Kubala. That's the shot, either a carom or outside. Well executed by Kubala. We're tied up at 2 apiece. Both of these players have won 1 set, so first player to reach 6 points will win the match.
We've seen that guy stuck on the inside a couple of times today. I know in that match when Ben played, he threw it off the court a couple of times. That one executed perfectly by Kubala. Right back in this set, 2-2.
Powerful forehand by Bragley, caught in the air by Kubala. Kubala goes deep. Rebote, the rebound from the back wall, caught and thrown. Rather thrown by Bragley. Backhand. Rebote again. This one missed. Point for Kubala in the yellow shirt. He has 3 points. Catch by Bragley. Powerful forehand. Rebote left side, 2-all by Kubala, trying to change things up. Bragley's got tremendous reach and great foot speed. Kubala. Oh, that was a direct hit. Okay, so that's what we call hooking a rebote. Unless LA was, sorry, that's LA Bragley, folks. He was so shaken up, he didn't realize that it was his serve.
You could see that one right out of the cesta. Fortunately, took a bounce and maybe killed some of the speed.
Yeah, hooking rebotes is that's one of the most dangerous things that happens in highlight. Fortunately, Kubala took some off that, realizing he didn't have a real good play on the ball. When you see guys winding up to throw rebotes, and that's why we call our doubles dodging death, it's it can be scary, real scary. Over serve, second serve coming up for Bragley. Usually in the intro, I talk about the ball that goes up to 125 miles an hour here at Magic City, and basically the consistency of a hockey puck, not anything you want to get hit by, even when it's not moving 125 miles an hour. We're tied up at 3 apiece. This is the second serve for Bragley. Serve is good. Kubala. Backhand to the inside. Backhand by Bragley. Catch by Kubala. In and out of the cesta the ball goes. Point for Bragley in the white shirt. He leads 4-3. First player to reach 6 points will win the set and the match. Kubala dropped the ball coming off of a hard serve by Bragley. Bragley now has 5 points. Possible set, possible match point for Bragley in the white shirt. Forehand by Kubala. Catch by Bragley. Bragley to the inside. Kubala's there. Bote forehand by Bragley to the outside. Kubala makes the catch. Kubala throws the carom.
Beautiful.
Took a quick peek over his left shoulder. Saw Bragley hanging out to the inside. Managed to crack off a 2-all. Kill shot thrown from the forehand. That's the carom. Very well thrown by Kubala. Kubala has 4 points. It is still possible set, possible match point for Bragley, who receives in the white shirt. Bragley moves up and makes the catch. Powerful forehand. Kubala's looking for the rebote. He read that really well. Went for the kill shot. Point, set, and match for Bragley.
You said it there, Stu. Kubala in really good position to make that save just into the top of the pad, and that's a 6-4 win for Bragley in set number 3, which gives him the match. So kind of a weird one, Kubala. I mean, that's tough for Kubala. Winning that first set 6-1, you think you're kind of has some smooth sailing to the finish line in that match, but give Bragley a lot of credit there. Another guy, not very verbal, doesn't one of the most expressive on the roster, but certainly competitive there, and came back, won 6-2 and then 6-4 in that final set. So good for Bragley closing it out.
Actually quite verbal. Put me in my place a couple times in the first year.
That was year 1.
Doesn't say a lot when he's playing.
Yeah, not in.
We're in between games. It is kind of funny. He has this very dry wit, and he said to me on a couple occasions, we've said back and forth, he said, good morning. He said, good morning. I said, are we done for the day? He says, yes, we're good. I said, okay, that's fine.
That's hilarious. I never even knew that.
With about a minute to go, tell us who's up next, Andrew.
Well, it's the final match of the day, playing only 4 of the 6 here. We'll get this rolling. Now we know who it is. It's going to be the doubles partners. How about that? Doubles split into singles here for this H2H match. It's going to be Bueno and Ben. The double Bs are solo Bs here this morning, playing for each other. Ben up at 4-1. So that was a big loss for Kubala. Anderluck is going to get to 5-1 because he will get the win by forfeit against Jedden. So for all intents and purposes, we'll think of Anderluck at 5-1 and Jedden at 2-4. So if Ben can win this one, he will be tied with Anderluck at 5-1. If not, Ben is going to drop down to a tie for second place with Kubala at 4-2. Bueno won his first match of the day in 3 sets against Bradley. See how he does here. Ben lost his first match of the day in 3 sets. So someone's going to get a win here. Will it be Bueno or Ben? Bueno has to serve. We'll get it started in just a moment.
There's a serve by Bueno. We begin our last H2H match for today. Catch by Bueno, backhand. Catch by Ben, forehand for the big bounce. Bueno, tricky catch there at the side wall, not made. First point of the match goes to Ben in the orange shirt. As always with Jai-Alai H2H, 2 serves are allowed, and first player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Here's the serve by Ben. Bueno from the 11 line off the serve. Rebote left side by Ben. Catch by Bueno. Carom by Bueno. Stop by Ben. Beautifully thrown. Dejada. The drop shot. Drop shot. Dejada. Dejada. Drop shot. What is it? Means it's thrown soft to the front wall. Just has to make enough contact with the front wall to score. Make sure you don't touch the pad. It's on your opponent to run up there and get it.
That one did, it looked like it was going to flirt with the top of that pad, but a great shot by Ben there, and When it hits in, Bueno's got no chance.
Here's the backhand by Bueno. Rebote forehand saved by Ben. Another soft touch. Bueno got a jump on this. 2 bounces before the ball was caught and returned. That's another point for Ben. Ben has 3 points. Bueno has 0. First player to win 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Backhand by Bueno, high to the front wall. Rebote's out to the 8 line, saved by Ben. Ben's out of the way, Bueno's there. Bueno to the inside, caught by Ben. Ben to the inside, caught by Bueno. Backhand by Bueno. Rebote forehand by Ben. Ball tipped by Bueno there at the 8 line. Point for Ben. That's 4 points for Ben. Good serve by Ben. Here's Bueno from the 13 line. Catch by Ben. Ben missed the pickup there on the left side. Bueno gets his first point of this match. So Bueno on the board with 1 point, Ben with 4. First player to win 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Backhand by Ben. Catch by Bueno. Backhand by Bueno. Catch by Ben. Rotate forehand by Bueno escapes to the overhead screen. That point goes to Ben in the orange shirt. That gives him 5 points. Possible set point for Ben. Backhand by Bueno. Forehand by Ben. Bueno going to go for the ball there at the 9 line from the forehand. Karam lands out. Point and set for Ben. Ben wins the first set 6-1. We'll move to our second set in just 1 moment. Players will get a moment in between sets to regroup.
6-1 there for Ben. Resounding victory in set number 1. And I'm going to say just a lot of mistakes from the opponent there. Bueno throwing it off the court, a couple tip balls, and got off to a 4-0 advantage early. Tough to rebound when you get into that big of a deficit to start it out. So we will clean the slate here. Set number 2 will be coming up. Start at 0-0, but Bueno will have the serve, trying to get back into this match. And as we said here, for Bueno would give him his second win of Jai-Alai H2H, would put him right back in the middle of the pack, tied for 4th with Jedden, who is also down at 2-4. But Ben, most importantly, needs this one to keep pace with Anderluck, who would be at the top. So Ben did his job there in set number 1, looking to get 6 more points. He's got 2 more sets to do it. Needs 1 more to close it out. See if he can get it here.
Second set begins now with a serve by Bueno in the black shirt. Ben receiving an orange. Would you call that orange or rust?
Nah, I think that's maybe a little rusty, but it's orange.
It's orange.
Burnt orange, yeah.
Yeah, burnt orange. Here's the rebote forehand by Bueno. To the inside it goes. Ben's there. Backhand by Ben. Rebote forehand by Bueno. Catch by Ben. Ben from the right side. Throws the carom. Bueno catches it on the left. Bueno trying to get off a shot that scores. He does. Well thrown by Bueno. Point 4. Bueno there in the black shirt. There's the forehand throw by Ben. By Bueno, rather. Catch and return by Ben. Bote forehand, nicely played by Bueno. Ben moves up on it, catches it in the air. Hard throw to the inside, caught by Bueno. Bueno's backhand to the inside. Bote forehand by Ben. Forehand by Bueno. Catch by Ben. Backhand by Ben. Bote forehand by Bueno. Catch by Ben. Kill shot attempt by Bueno. Hits the pad, and the pad is bad. Ben gets the point. We're tied up at 1 apiece. Good catch and return by Bueno. Robote, the rebound from the back wall comes to the 8 line, played from the forehand of Ben. Here's Bueno. Carom by Bueno. Not working. Point for Ben in the orange shirt.
Well, those 2 balls were definitely working for him in that first match. And then as it's gone on, gotten a little bit less consistent with that missed one to end that first game, and now that's 2. It's given Ben points here in this second set.
Backhand by Bueno. Rotate forehand by Ben. Bueno makes the catch at the 8 line. Back to the inside he goes. Great pickup by Ben. On the backhand. Throws back to the inside. Rotate forehand. Lands off the court. Point for Ben in the orange shirt. That's 3 points for Ben. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Backhand by Bueno to the inside. Robote, left side by Ben. Catch by Bueno, midcourt. Throw to the inside. Ben's there. Forehand play. Back to the inside. Here's Bueno from the 8 line. Outside placement, not outside enough. Ben stops it. Returns it hard from the forehand. Scoop attempt missed. Point for Ben in the orange shirt. He has 4 points. Backhand by Bueno. Robote forehand by Ben. Bueno on the run, makes the catch. Hard throw by Bueno, will score. Well played. Point for Bueno in the black shirt. Ben from the forehand, big bounce, cut off in the air by Bueno. Bueno low and hard to the inside, scooped up by Ben. Powerful backhand by Ben. Bote forehand by Bueno. Bote left side, swing and a miss by Ben. Point for Bueno in the black shirt. He has 3 points. Ben has 4. First player to reach 6 points. Win the set. Ben won the first one. The first set, that is, 6-1. Ben leads in the second set 4-3. Over serve, second serve coming up for Bueno. Jai-Alai H2H affording players 2 serve. Second serve must be good, landing between the 4 and 7 line. Catch by Bueno. Bueno winds up the 2-all. Too much. That's off the court. That gives Ben 5 points and a possible match point for Ben there in the orange shirt. Bueno going for the 2-all kill shot. Forehand by Bueno. Catch by Ben. Carom by Ben opens up and scores. Point set and match for Ben in the orange shirt. So, Ben wins the first set 6-1. He wins the second and final set 6-3. Concluding, overall, very good play here at Magic City Jai-Alai H2H for June 21st, 2021.
And a great morning, Stu. Only 4 of the 6 matches, so it looks like we are done here for the day. We'll give you a quick look at those standings before we head out. Group number 2 here, Jai-Alai H2H. So, Anderluck will be up at 5-1. Ben, with the win, improves to 5-1. Kubala, 4-2. Jedden, 2-4. Bueno at 1-5, and Bradley also at 1-5 overall. Those are the 6 players in group number 2. And if you're a little bit sad that we're done with Jai-Alai, don't be, because, Stu, we've got 2 more performances coming up at 1 and 4:38 games each.
That's right. On Mondays here at Magic City, we are what they say, ass deep in Jai-Alai from 10 a.m. straight through the entire afternoon. We'll be here all day. We're coming back at 1 p.m. with 8 games, followed at 4:30 by another 8 games. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we do thank you for joining us for H2H Jai-Alai action at Magic City this morning. Thanks for putting up with our 5-minute delay when we got things started off. Overall, a good day of Jai-Alai. Off to a great start here at Magic City. So on behalf of our players, staff, and management, Magic City Jai-Alai, we do thank you for joining us for H2H this morning and hope to see you again at 1 p.m. Have a good day, everybody.